Interpersonal conflict exists when there is expressed tension between people. It could be, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship between a male and a female. It could be a family member or a close friend or anything like that. Um, it is Domestic violence is not a constructive way to handle any type of relationship at all. It's actually unconstructive communication would be a good way to describe it. It could be anything from the male or the female in a relationship just not listening to excessive arguing and yelling and raising voices and stuff like that. There's a few different ways that it could be described. In chapter 11, it talks about managing conflict. Relationships are supposed to be loving, but in all relationships, you're going to have conflict at some point. And in being able to manage conflict in a constructive way is a guideline for a healthy relationship. Some ways to manage conflict would be supportive communication, mindful listening, taking responsibility for your thoughts and feelings and actions, as well as looking for points of agreement during an argument. That goes a long way whenever you're in a relationship with someone and y'all don't see eye to eye on something. If you're able to go to them and just kind of see it from their side and really kind of look to just go their route with it instead of making the argument last longer than it has to. That's big for that. But I pulled this picture off the internet for this. This is a prime example of a poor interpersonal relationship. As you can see, the male is yelling at the female, and this would be, I guess, domestic violence. You can obviously see they're not managing their conflict well, as I was talking about the supportive communication and the mindful listening, and looking for points of agreement. You don't really see a whole lot of that going on in this picture. The book also talks about there's really three options when you get into a situation like this. You have the exit response, the loyalty response, and the voice response. And I'll go through those. The exit response would be, which is what she should probably be doing, is just leaving, just giving up on the relationship and going elsewhere. Which, like I said, would probably be a good thing in a situation like that when you're being verbally abused. Then you have the loyalty response, which is not so good in my opinion, which is just kind of sticking it out and not really saying anything and pretty much just taking it. Like I said, that's just not a good route to take. But that looks kind of like what she's doing at this point. She's just not really saying anything back. She's just sitting there with her hand on the side of her head, her arm crossed, and just kind of taking all his yelling. Then you also have the voice response, which is being able to come to your partner or your friend, whatever, and talk to them about what's bothering you and what's going wrong in the relationship, which is probably the best way to handle most any conflict. Because in any relationship, you need to voice the problems and talk them out, and if that can't be done, really walking away would be the main option to take. But this is my example for the poor interpersonal relationship. Thank you for your time.